Then, this is the magic product. Oh my God, seriously, I sit down to do a video and they start to do the lawn. Okay, whatever. You know, I see a lot of YouTubers freak out over that. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, I have to put on the air conditioning and blah, blah, blah. And we don't hear it, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I just wanted you to see how I streamlined my mantle. And also, if you go onto my Instagram, I redid the layout of my living room, and I finally put together, very, very inexpensively, my my patio, and I'll show you pictures after. But this is part of a two-part series. This is going to be how to look 40 when you're 56, because I don't look 56. I have been perfecting a new makeup routine, and I think it will help a lot of you. Please notice my hair is in the process of setting into natural wavy curls. So at the very end, you'll see all the goodness. If I do say so myself. So the first thing that I do, okay, wait, let me get my mirror. I have nothing on my face right now, okay? Nothing. I'm just having good skin these days for whatever reason. Let me just, oh, frig. I don't want that mailman to come by. I don't even remember his name. The first thing I do, if I'm not wearing my amazing false lashes, is I curl my lashes. It is the most spectacularly gorgeous day out. It is like the bluest sky, the greenest leaves, the yellowest sun. It's a perfect day. I've been using this. One of my lovely subscribers sent it to me, Suzanne Debbie. It's by Pretty Vulgar, but you can use any mascara. And I just put it on, just the top. And I do it really messy because I want to really get in there. So first I do the under part. Get really close to that lash line. And I'm doing this video because so many of you have commented on my makeup. They bark at Burke when he comes out of his room. It's really fun. Okay, second coat, and I like do the top. Okay, enough! I'm trying to do a video. Oh, they started it. You're gonna be 20 soon. When are you gonna grow up? And do as many coats as you want, or put on magnetic lashes, or glue on lashes, or lash extensions, whatever floats your boat. See how they're really messy? One side is dipped into the Neutrogena or any copy thereof of the makeup remover, and the other side is dipped into water. First, I clean up with the Neutrogena. But then I take the side with the water and I just go over it, because this will, the only bad thing about this makeup remover is that it leaves a white film. This is my makeup. Then, if you need concealer, which I do, I like to do it under my eyes and, you know, here, which isn't really that bad. I just put it there, let it set. This is the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. I have two colors. I have 20N Light and 40N Tan for when I'm tan, and I sometimes mix it because Just a little bit like that, okay. But not under my eyes. I like my eyes nice and bright. And I do let it sort of warm to my skin. And then I take the e.l.f. Beauty Blender. Thank you to the subscriber that told me what it was, because I didn't know which one it was, and I really, really love it. Okay, and I just dab. Hopefully you don't get any of Gucci's. Now you can use your finger. My nails are kind of long, so I'm just gonna press it in. I'm using my phone, by the way. I feel like it's the best camera. Now you can do your bottom lashes, but I'm just showing you what I do that I feel has really made me look young and fresh. Then this is the magic product. No foundation, no liquid foundation. Now I don't have lines. I mean, I have lines, but they're not deep. So I have to say, if you have lines, this might not be, it might not look the same as it does on me. But as far as powder foundations go, this one I feel doesn't settle into lines. This is by far the best mineral powder foundation I've ever used. I know Lisa D1 feels the same way. It is just different. It has a luminosity to it, not a sparkle. The color I have is rich vanilla. You can go darker, lighter, obviously. What I do, and I do this with all powders, including eyeshadow powders, you dip your brush. You dip your brush into it, and then don't tap off like that. Tap off like this, so that it goes back into the brush and you don't lose product. Then start, I always start here, my trouble area, but start and brush lightly down. I'm not doing my nose, by the way, and very little on my forehead. So just like that. Brush down, pat in. You can tap it. I don't really buff it. I buff down because your skin, so when you exfoliate, you want to exfoliate up because you want the dead skin cells to be sort of lifted so that they come off. But when you're using a powder, you don't want powder under anything dry, and it would go face down. Did I say that right? Anyway, just go down. Just go down. Don't question it. I hardly do any of my forehead. So as you can see, this was just the last bit, and then at the last moment, I just, whatever's left, I do my nose so it blends. The reason that I don't do my nose is because that's where I have a lot of pores. And this will eventually on the sides show all the. Do another coat in any areas.
Mom, can you do my laundry?
Yeah. Bye, love you, have a good day. Love you, have a good day. I'll try. I'm not home till 8:30. Burke, I cannot promise. I'll try. Do my laundry after I work standing, but it's okay. Okay, so I do a little bit more on my problem area. That is it. And then you wait, let it warm with your skin. But I am gonna come in close here. Make sure if you have any jewelry, it's clean and doesn't have foundation in it. Sorry to say, I don't do my eyebrows, But for you guys, I will brush through them. If you don't have any eyebrows, yeah, you're gonna wanna fill them in, but I actually pluck out the long, thick ones. And occasionally I'll get in the mood and I'll go to somebody and I'll have them, you know, wax them. But right now, that is it. I'm all about the one eyeshadow look. I always have been. It's been my thing. Every time I veer away from it, I just don't feel as pretty. So I take I have blue eyes. Blue eyes with brown eyeshadow with a red undertone looks fantastic. So I usually use my, whatever I'm using as a bronzer. This Milk makeup in the color Baked is a cream bronzer. I take a brush and then I just apply it. I think I need to bring you a little closer. There. Up close and personal. And I use this as a foundation to set the color, the powdered color that I'm going to put on. Then I'm gonna use this, the Shade and Light palette, but you can take any brownish red, this is the Anastasia powder bronzer in Rosewood, any color like that. It can be blush, eyeshadow, lipstick, whatever you want. This is the Tartist. I would probably use that color or that color. This Brow Fix by Milani. You could use these as eyeshadow as well. Just a brown color, a single color. You could use the Charlotte Tilbury, that outer ring. This one is called Pillow Talk. I'm gonna use the Kat Von D, and the colors that I use are these two and sometimes this one. So I'm gonna start with that. And I kind of go back and forth. And then what do? Tap it into your brush and I go over. And then now it will stay all day. And I pat it in, press it in, and then you'll see what I do after. Press it in, just like that. Get it everywhere. So I'm looking at my mirror over here. So here's where you can variate. Like I said, you can go under to make a nice, like, you know, smudgy, dead girl, heroin addict look, which is a look, and then line the inside with black, and it's a really amazing look, to be honest. Or you can just leave it, and we're leaving it today. Then I take a paper towel and I just get the rest off the brush and then blend very lightly the edge. It's all also how you use the brush. So now that I'm not packing it on, I'm just lightly fading out that edge so it's not harsh. And I'll clean that up in a minute. You don't want a harsh edge, but I am going up very, very high. Okay. And then I want to just clean that up. Right? This is a wet towel. Sorry, I'm still a little bit of puffiness. That's what you see there. I'm still sick. Just a residual cough. And then just take the Beauty Blender or the brush that has some of the foundation and fill in that part that you just fixed. Now I'm gonna back you up because here's the best part. It's so easy. This is what makes it. Oh my God. The Laura Mercier Blush and Brighten in Sun Swept. Holy Grail. But get any color that looks like that. I'm gonna swatch it for you. Milani has, you could use the Milani bronzers, anything that has a reddish tone, that's that color right there. So let's just, and it has a lot of gold in it, you see? But let's just compare it to the Buxom Wanderlust in Seychelles and the Anastasia in Rosewood. Okay, this is the Buxom in Seychelles. This is the Laura Mercier in Sunswept, and that's Anastasia in Rosewood. And let's do a Tara Babies type swipe. Buxom, Laura Mercier, Rosewood. I have found that the Laura Mercier is the magic of it all. And then what am I gonna do? Tap it into the brush. Good, you're learning. All right, then, okay. I don't start at the back of my cheek. I start right there and up pretty high, okay? That's the tip. That's the secret. Watch and learn, my children. Lightly, start lightly. Brush down, remember? Down. Then across the top. Now, with whatever's left, you know, you can do this a little bit. Let's go right across the nose. I'm just going to use this Smashbox gloss that can be used all over your face. When you use it on your lip, make sure that it goes over your lip line on the top. Let's say you want to add a little bit more, like a highlight. I take the Lorac, I put it on the back of my hand. A little goes a long way. So I kind of just take very little. I spread it out there and then light, light, light. Use a light hand, so light. You can always add more. Okay? And I go on just right above where I put the blush. See, I'm not even using that much. trying to show you like really close up. Let's try to get in the sun here. I'm right over the air conditioning. Now I'm just going to show you what happens when you spray a setting spray, either the MAC Fix Plus or the Tatcha or this Pixie Glow Mist. It has to be one of the more hydrating ones, not a mattifying, okay? So what I do is I have my blow dryer plugged in, ready to go. I have the mist. I'm gonna close my eyes and cover my lips because this tastes bad, and I'm gonna blow at the same time. Watch the difference, okay? And I blow until it's dry. And can you now see the glow? Okay, now I'm gonna work on my hair and I'll be right back. And I'm just putting a little bit of the Got to Be texturizing at the ends, take out any little frizz. But seriously, since I've been using that Colleen Rothschild hair mask, I mean, my bangs have grown. My hair is just loving it, and I love it. All right, so should we see the finished look outside? Would you like a glass of wine? This is from the setting spray. And I just look fresh and young and youthful. Now stay tuned for part 2, which is the most important part of how to look 40 when you're 56.